How shonen protagonists became less interesting. Shonen anime has given us some of the most iconic protagonists in fiction. Goku, Naruto, Luffy, these guys weren't just strong. They were deeply flawed, unpredictable, and full of personality. But in recent years, something's changed. A lot of modern shonen protagonists feel safe. They follow a predictable formula, making them almost too perfect, too idealistic, and, dare I say it, a little boring. So what happened? Why do so many modern shonen leads feel like they came from the same protagonist factory? And is there hope for the return of more flawed, unpredictable heroes? Let's break it down. Let's start with the old school greats. Goku wasn't exactly deep. He was a literal fight addict who ditches his family to throw hands with aliens. Naruto was a loudmouth outcast with a serious authority problem. And Luffy? A lovable idiot whose solution to everything is punch first, think never. These characters weren't written to be perfect. They were flawed, reckless, and at times deadly stupid. But that's what made them interesting. They grew because of their struggles, and we love them for it. Now let's look at modern shonen leads. Deku from My Hero Academia, Itadori from Jujutsu Kaisen, and Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. All great characters, but they share one common problem. They're too good at being heroes from the start. They always try to do the right thing. They struggle, but rarely make bad decisions. They have incredible powers handed to them early on. Deku is kind, hardworking, and selfless, arguably too selfless. Itadori is compassionate and barely struggles with Sukuna's influence. Tanjiro, the nicest guy in existence. These traits make them admirable, but also predictable. We know Deku will always choose the heroic path. We know Tanjiro will never morally struggle. That's great for role models, but not always great for storytelling. Another issue with modern shonen is how many protagonists start with a massive advantage. Deku got one for all from the most powerful hero in history. Itadori was born with insane strength and immediately became a vessel for Sukuna. Asta from Black Clover is technically an underdog, but he's also got an anti-magic sword that makes him the ultimate counter to everyone around him. Like what the fuck? Compare that to older protagonists who had to earn everything. Goku spent years training before he became the strongest. Naruto was mocked and ignored for most of his childhood. Gon had talent, but he had to suffer a lot to reach his potential. The problem with Chosen One protagonists is that they rarely make the same mistakes or deal with the same struggles as the old school heroes. If their power was given to them, then a huge part of their journey is just learning to use it rather than truly earning their place. Why does it matter? You there might probably be asking behind screen. Well, cause shonen protagonists drive their stories. If they're too safe, too predictable, or too similar to one another, the genre starts to feel repetitive. Some modern anime break the mold. Denji from Chainsaw Man is a breath of fresh air because he's selfish, dumb, and just wants to touch boobs. My man, Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan went from a classic shonen hero to one of anime's most morally complex characters. Well, we all know what happened there. But overall, the trend leans towards safer, more marketable heroes. So what's the takeaway here? Shonen doesn't need to go full dark and edgy, but it could benefit from bringing back some of that raw, unpredictable energy that made its classic protagonists so memorable.
What is disaster?
You there might probably be...
Stop! That button launches all of our nuclear missiles!
The best heroes aren't just powerful, they're messy, flawed, and sometimes even downright reckless. But what do you think? Have modern shonen protagonists become less interesting, or is this just nostalgia talking? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your take on this. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into shonen storytelling, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. Been seriously ill lately, and it's really bad. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay weird, fam.